What's up guys, today I'm going to be doing a Daredevil drawing tutorial for you guys, and this is all the stuff you're going to need. You'll need a pencil, a pen, two different colored red markers, black marker, and some different colors that I'll explain at the end. You're always going to want to start off with a circle when coming to a head. It makes it so the shape of the head is always easier to draw. You're also going to want to draw a line that kind of aims in the direction the head is pointing towards. After you've done that, you can draw the rest of the head and start to add the neck. I'm now drawing the shoulders and starting to make the arm from Daredevil. Just like the head, we're going to draw a line that shows where the body is directed towards, and also start adding the chest. This is where our waistline will be. You don't want the waist to be too thick because for Daredevil's character, he has a pretty thin waist. We're going to start to draw the other arm right here, and we want the arm direction for this arm to go this way and the other to go that way. Try drawing almost like an oval shape for the bicep and tricep. Then follow up with the forearm with a way longer oval shape than the one before. Then you can start to close up the forearm muscle and draw a line through the entire thing to better show the direction the arm's trying to go towards. For me, hands are the hardest thing to draw, so for now we're just going to make this square shape and then add more detail later. Now we're going to start to draw the other arm that's going to connect to the forearm a little bit closer because of the angle that Daredevil's at. And we'll do the same thing we did with the other arm for the hand. Now the legs are pretty simple, so we're going to move down here and just draw this really big oval shape and a much longer oval shape, and just kind of like leave it open, don't close that one off. Draw lines through them to show which direction they're going in, similar to how we did the head and to the torso. Now, it's okay to erase some of this stuff to show the body more clearly and to help you add more stuff without the lines getting in the way. This line piece is to show the effect of Daredevil throwing his baton or billy club. Now we're going to start working on the head, so you can erase all of the lines here and kind of reshape it to look more like his head. You can add the details like the horns that he has, kind of give his face more structure. And start to draw where his mouth is going to be. Now the head will start to look a little weird because on pencil it just looks that way for some reason, but when we shade it and color it, it'll look much better. You're going to want to add these lines to kind of show face expressions and that weird shape at the top of his head, which we're later going to shade. The nose for this guy is pretty easy. It's usually just two small little C's opposite from each other, and just kind of like a hook coming down from the mask. Add all the extra details on his face, and for the mouth, just kind of draw like a rectangle with two lines in between them. Your head should look close to this. If you want to modify it, that's fine. And then we're going to move down to the chest, erase all of this stuff, and you can start to do your double D's on Daredevil. You don't have to use my design, you can use any design you want because there have been different ones for his chest symbol. Same thing goes for the rest of the body. You don't have to use this design, you can just take the body and add maybe the MCU show one or any other design you want. Now, after you're done making the D's, just add these weird shape pieces which we're later going to shade, and it'll look like he has some lighting and shadows going on in the drawing. Same things for the arms, just add these shadowy pieces that we're going to shade in, and it's going to look pretty good. So for right now, we're just adding a lot of detail, a lot of shading into his torso, into his body. His suit is pretty simple, so after we add that glove line right there, maybe some muscle, and we better show the effect of him throwing his billy club, you could start to add some color and add some outlining, but before we do that, I just want to add a little bit more detail to the rest of his body. So for the legs, they're pretty simple, just add some lines, kind of showing the cloth and the fabric, adding some shadowy lines right here and right there, and you pretty much have finished his legs. Now for the part I struggle with, and maybe some of you do too, are the fingers and the hands. I usually just draw these lines and make little U shapes in between them to show the connection of the fingers. Now when we erase that line right there, the hand will look fully connected, but I'm not going to do that just yet. So we're going to go to the other hand, and for this one we're just going to draw a little C shape there, add the knuckles, and draw these two lines sticking out, and a little circle right there, and then on the other side we'll do the same, and that's one of his billy clubs. Draw a small circle and kind of make a triangle shape, but don't close the triangle off just yet. Just use that little C shape like we did before, and draw a little effect piece around it. Now we're going to start to outline it, so grab your little pen or your large black marker, and basically all the shadowy parts that we drew and all the different shapes around his body, we're just going to color in black. So after adding a little bit more detail with the black marker and the pen, now we can finally add some color to the picture. I'm going to start off with my slightly brighter marker, and I'm going to trace out all the outlines so it looks like kind of the outline part of Daredevil is brighter red than the rest. I'm also going to use the same marker to color in the double D's, but go a little bit harder on the paper. Then I'm going to take my other marker and color in some more of Daredevil, but still I'm going to leave a lot of white parts for the remaining color. Now I'm going to use a Crayola marker or any other lighter color that you have that is almost like red, and just color in the rest of the body with this color. That way you can still see some of the design details and still see his symbol. Any parts that you might have mistake, color it a little bit more red outside of his body. You can easily mix with a pen, and this should be the final result of this. Now I'm just coloring in his face, finishing up Daredevil himself, and you can use a way glitter peach color if you want to. This is the one I found. Now we're going to use orange or maybe a bright yellow if you want to. color in that effect piece, add the signature, and you're done. This is an attempt that I've already previously did, which took me way longer and a lot more time. But for the length of this video, I just made a quicker version for you guys. If you want it to take longer and make this version too, feel free to take your time, pause the video, slow it down, anything you need to make your drawing. I hope you guys like my first drawing review. Make sure to like and subscribe to help out the channel. Have a good day.